that Coach Yu has only bogeyed once. That was on the 16th hole of the opening round. 211, Hyun Jo. She is tied for second at the minute. It's easy to get lost when you have such a prolific player above you in the table, certainly. Hyun Jo. Even if first place is a bit out of reach, we do not want to undermine the value of the podium this week. From our 1 billion won purse, there's 180 million set aside for the champ, but 110 and 80 for P2 and P3 respectively. Hyun Jo is very much in that fight, even if that is a bit of a disappointing hole of her. Hyun Jo with a very good approach, just about level with where. Trying to stay nice and delicate with the downhill putts. It's so easy to sail beyond. That is a wonderfully played 12th hole. From the tee shot to the putts, sole possession of second for Hyun. Pin high, can't ask for much more than that. It's very good from off in the fairway. Over to 14, Hyun Jo. This would move her to 19 under. She and Imi Jung are really the two players pushing for the win. Count them all up. The answer is 8 birdies thus far. Two putts to finish the hole. Just outside of the top 10. Bogey-free final round with 8 birdies. Just a bit too much ground to cover with the benefit of hindsight. If we're being very specific, Hyun Jo off the fairway in regulation. Not a bad spot to play this second. Unfortunately for her, she couldn't. And the incredible golf shots are frequent. Certainly as we get to the podium positions. Hyun Jo, she is in sole possession of second. She has some pressure of her own being applied by Hyun Shin's son. Just trying to take it one stroke at a time. Hyun Jo, meanwhile, is able to secure the par.
근데 네 좋아요 이거 라이트 떨어지네.
Hyun Joe isn't going for the driver at 16. Taking a little bit less club with the hybrids. And yet still rolling through the fairway. Well, here we are at the last. It's EA1 on 18. Overhits the attempt for birdie. It's the end of the road for EA1. One last putt. Bogey, birdie, bogey. 5 of them on the way in. She finishes 7 under and tied for 40th. She has been the best player. Tough line. She'll have that to try to save a par. Hyun Jo, as much as this field roots for each other, would benefit very much from a miss there.
플레이하겠습니다.
성지로 가요?
성지.
No small feat to see dash 20 few times in any pro's career. Is that even a possibility? Hyun Jo trying to do it here at 16. That looks just a bit wide. Pure until the end and then breaking away.
세게 쳤으면 좋았지. 그래도 더 세게?
Hyun Jo at the tee on the par 3. Let's call it unconventional. Doesn't end poorly, but it is a bit of a surprise to her.
플레이하겠습니다.
And Hyun Jo, once again a chance to see 20 under beside her name. Is this going to have enough to get all the way up? Yes! Just excellent birdie. 9 of them now on the day. Yesterday, a 10 under score helped lead to records. Hyun has just 1 hole. right, taking the precarious route off the tee. Can't help but smile. Hyun Joe, the setup for the setup. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves, of course. She's the closest to the pin by the finest of margins.
야드지는 왼쪽이 그만이 없는데
보이는 거랑.
가서 보니까 3, 3이
바람이 내 탁탁다.
All right, after a brief delay, Hyun Joe on the par 5. This should be a very preferred setup. Yes. She would have dreamed of that when she addressed the ball.
나이스!
That's another look. Another highlight on a special round, one of her career very best. Another example, well, it's Hyun Joe. But on the par 5, it's one extra, 21 under after 54 holes. Back to back on the way in, 31-31. That's 10 under par. What a day. And what a day for a day here on Sunday.